SDCC here, and welcome to my review of the SH Figuarts, the Great Sage of the Mount Miyamoku Toads, Jiraiya Sensei. Now, this is my second recording of this video because I did do an unboxing and review for him, and while I do think that video turned out okay, I wanted to do it again because I ended up really changing my mind on this figure over the course of having it, so I wanted to give it a better review, so I'm trying it again, see how it turns out. But before I get into this, I should also say what this figure is, like what this release actually is. This is an SDCC exclusive that is a re-release of the original SH Figuarts Jiraiya figure. So the SH Figuarts Naruto line actually went through two different iterations. There was an original line that failed, and then they brought it back with the brand new amazing 2.0 figures. This is a 2.0 figure. This is from the original line of Naruto figures. They re-released this with some updated face sculpts as an SDCC exclusive, and I think they're trying to pass this off as like a placeholder Jiraiya until they give us a new 2.0 Jiraiya. And before I even get into this review, I will tell you this: if you're a really big Jiraiya fan and you really love and you really want an SH Figuarts of Jiraiya and you don't want to wait all the way for a 2.0, which could be literal years from now, it'll be definitely at least 1 year, because if they were to reveal it right now, then you'd have to wait another year in order to get it. So it's gonna be a long time before we get it. And I'll tell you right now, if you really wanted an action figure of Jiraiya, go pick this up. I think you're gonna be very, very happy with it. But with that being said, let's jump into the review. And first off, take a look at the box here, which is pretty snazzy. So here we have the box for this release. We have Bandai Tamashii Nation's exclusive edition. That's what you're looking for. Naruto Shippuden. I believe this is still available though, so if you want it, you shouldn't have any problem getting it. Tamashii Nation seal of approval right there. There's an awesome picture of the Great Sage of the Mount Miyamoku Toads. There's Jiraiya. Exclusive edition on the side. You got a nice picture of him with the Rasengan right there. Exclusive edition on the back. You got a bunch of product shots of him. You can see him with the Kid Naruto up here and right here. And then on the side, we have another awesome picture of the Great Sage of the Mount Miyamoku Toads. And with that being said, let's take a look at the SH Figuarts Jiraiya Sensei. So, the biggest thing about this figure that I need to talk about is that right out of the packaging with my original review, his legs were horrible. These ball joints were so loose, these hinges were so loose, and they were unusable. But you know how this story ends. With that beautiful white substance, Kikis. Just put some Kikis on each of those ball joints, put one drop on each of these hinges right here, soak them in, let them get that, and within just a matter of moments, your Jiraiya will be absolutely perfect. You can see these ball joints really move really nicely now. I think I did just kind of break the Kiki seal I had on there, so you can actually see they are a little bit looser than they were a few days ago, but I can always put a little bit more in there, but they're definitely better than they were. I'll even put on screen right now how the original one was from my original review. You can see I was able to like move them with just my pinky, and you can see now I cannot in fact do so. I still can move them with a finger, but it's way better. You can kind of see some Kikis flaking off there. It's not the absolute perfect solution, but it's definitely what it definitely made this figure like passable. So totally worth it. Before, he couldn't even stand up. Now, if you really play with it, it's still very difficult, but if you play with it, you can get him to stand up on his own. There you go. You can do it. It's not easy, but you can do it. Now, let's get into the sculpt. The head sculpt is pretty damn great. You wouldn't have even been able to tell that this is an original SH Figuarts, because it really does look fantastic. They did update the faces though. The original faces did not look anywhere near this good. They did update the faces on this SDCC exclusive release, and it looks really nice, man. You got his headband right there with the little horns. Got his awesome like red tear streaks coming down from his eyes right there, looking really great. The eyebrows are outlined, which I really love, and then you have the eyes right there. You have his little mole right there on, well, not his mole, his wart right there on his nose right there. Looks really good. And the faces that they include with this figure are awesome too. This default one is very nice. And you can see the hair. I think the hair is a bit more of a darker gray than it should be. It should probably be more of a bright white, but it still does look really good. It is very sharp, so do be careful of it. And then you do have his pony ponytail right here, which looks really, really cool. And that isn't a ball joint connected to his hair. And you can see the gold piece right there. Very cool. And then moving down to a sage robe, it looks awesome. You got the nice gold rings right here, the nice little gunmetal right here for the undershirt right there. Looks really awesome. Love how they've sculpted the robe right here. Looks great. This little black section right here really covers up the gap in his chest. If you look at it from above, you can see that gap right there in his chest, but it really helps you not see it from the front, which is awesome. And then to the arms over here, you can see nice wrinkle work right here, and then you do have that awesome gunmetal mesh right there for the underarm as well. Really, really, really cool. And then he does have this nice little thing right here on the hand right there, and when you switch the hands, you actually have to pop this off and put them on the new hand right there, which is kind of cool. It's kind of satisfying to do. It's got two little slots. I'll show you later on in the video. But if we turn him around, you can see his sage scroll right here where he keeps all of his works for his upcoming books. Very, very cool though. You can see like the scroll popping up right there, all rolled up, and you can see it's attached to the rope, which goes into this little peg hole right here. You can't take this off, but it's fine. It's not articulated either. You can't like move it up or anything, but it's fine because you don't really want to. You just want to leave it there, and it looks really, really cool there. It does make him very back heavy, so it does make him even harder to stand up, and he has these really, really, really unfortunate sandals, so he is very difficult to stand up because he has that problem, and then he has the scroll and the big ass hair. Those things together make probably the most unstable figure in the world. So when you want him to stand up, you really do have to mess with him a bit. Yeah, see, look at this. I found that if his feet are straight, you can see his feet right here. They're straight, so he's not wanting to fall over. I found if you rotate his feet out, it'll help you a lot. So it doesn't look the best, obviously, but hey, it gets him to stand up. And then moving down to the legs right here, there's really, really, really good wrinkle work right there as well. The big old hinges on the back, not too bad in my opinion. I think they actually look pretty aesthetically pleasing. And then you get the mesh right there underneath right there. Again, looking great, that gunmetal gray. And then you have his sandals right here, which are really, really, really cool. And there's one really cool thing about these sandals that we're going to talk about in just a second right here. But you can see they got the little gold thing on the bottom right there. Yeah, really, really nicely done, man. It actually really surprises me that this is an older release because it's very, very nice. Once you fix those legs with some kikis, he's honestly he's not even that far away from a 2.0 release. Honestly, he looks fantastic on the shelf. Now for the articulation, which is honestly very impressive for the fact that this is an older release. So, for the head sculpt, there's a ball joint right here at the base of the neck, and there's a ball joint, a dumbbell joint right here. Now, I will say it's a little bit, because of the age of the figure, you can see there's a big old gap right here. So, when you move it around, you might end up with a big old gap right there from that. So, you kind of have to mess with it and get it looking right, but it's still got a good amount of movement. Some good down, some good up, tilt, really, really good. And then, as I said earlier, this is all a ball joint as well, so you can have it kind of blow it in the wind if you want to, although it is going to weigh his head down, of course. You could pop that off and maybe put some kikis in there if you wanted to, though. That'd probably help. But yeah, you can rotate it to that side as well, so really, really nice display options right there. And then the arms, this is where I was really, really impressed with this figure. I expected the arms to be pretty limited because of how old he is, but no, check this out. For the butterfly, there's a full-on hinge right here, and it's like a full-on door. It like swings all the way out, so you have a ton of butterfly movement right there, maybe even more on this than some of the 2.0 figures, which is crazy. And then you have a nice double jointed bend right here at the elbow, which gets a good amount. Certainly not a full double jointed bend, but not even some of the 2.0 figures get a full double jointed bend. This is probably a little more than Sakura and Shippuden Sasuke get. So yeah, really nothing to sneeze at. And then you have a rotation right here at the arm. Then you have right here at the hand, actually really good joint right here. It's actually the same as like the 2.0 figures. Nice ball joint goes into the hand right there, and you can swivel up and down, and then you can rotate it and get some side to side right there. Really, really great. And then check this out. The torso movement on this is way better than most modern SH Figuarts. This is almost Amazing Yamaguchi level, as you can see right here. Like, it's really, really, really nicely done. I very much am a fan of that. So you can get him in some really awesome poses right there. Really awesome. Now, this piece right here is a pliable plastic, so it allows the legs to go all the way forward right there, although this is obviously going to be getting up, so you might not want to leave it like that because it might make that warp, but I mean, it's not that big a deal. You can probably just bring it back down and it's a very, very nice flexible rubber material, so honestly, it'd probably be fine actually. And then you have a rotation right there at the leg as well, and then check this out. You actually get a full double jointed bend right here. He can't go all the way to his ass, but he can even get the foot like underneath the sage robe right there. It's really, really nice. Like you probably get him on his knees actually, which is really, really impressive. I love that. And then around here at the feet, as I showed earlier, you've got that rotation, you've got the up, you've got the down. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't see that. You got the up, you got the down right there. And then I don't know why I love this so much, but my favorite thing about this figure is this toe movement right here. Check this out. So usually with toe movement, obviously it would just move up like that. But with this figure, watch this. It's sculpted, you have the sandal right here, and the foot is sculpted separately, and it comes off of the sandal right there. That's so fun. I love that. I have no idea why I love that so much, but it just makes me giddy. I love it. Alrighty, now for comparisons, and let's start off by bringing in the Naruto. So here is the Shippuden Naruto, and here is the Kid Naruto, and I think both of them look really, really great with Jiraiya Sensei here. Yeah, I really, really love how these look, and they look really great when you pose them together as well. Very, very nicely done. Yeah, man, they just look fantastic. And I really don't think the aesthetic misses a beat right here. Like the 2.0 figures and this original 1.0 figure, I honestly, can you even tell that they're technically from different lines? Because they honestly just look absolutely perfect together. The scale looks perfect and the aesthetic of the figure looks pretty much perfect. You even have a similar structure to the knees right here. So yeah, I really don't think that you can go wrong if you really want a Jiraiya in your 2.0 display. I really don't think you can go wrong with this figure, man. I really don't. Just make sure you have a way to fix those leg joints. And then, of course, here he is with his fellow legendary Sannin, the immortal Orochimaru. Yes, very, very awesome. Now, all we need is Lady Tsunade, and we will have the whole team. However, this isn't going to be optimal, but I do have something for you. In case you didn't know, Tsunade is actually my favorite character in all of Naruto, and I have this Ben Presto chilling figure of her on my headboard on my bed. So I'm just gonna put her right here, put Jiraiya right there, and put Orochimaru right there. And there we go, all three of the legendary Sannin. Now, obviously, this is not in perfect scale, but hey, it's something. There you have all three of the legendary Sannin together in figure form. Just unfortunately not action figure form. So hopefully Tamashii Nations can get on that and give us our 2.0 Tsunade because, yeah, we need it. And finally, there is Sakura. There is Kaka-sensei. There is Sasuke. And there is Obito. And there you have pretty much all of the 2.0 Naruto figures, and as you can see, I really do think that they really don't miss a beat. I really think he can just go right into that display, and he will look perfect. And trust me, I've had him in my display for 5 days, and I love the way he looks in there. So yeah, if you really can't wait for a Jiraiya, man, go pick this up. Now for some other comparisons, here he is with the SH Figuarts Kaiju number 8. Here he is with the SH Figuarts Denji-kun. Here he is with the SH Figuarts Aoi Todo. Here he is with the SH Figuarts Frieden. And here he is with the SH Figuarts Anya Forger. So you can see how he looks with a bunch of other SH Figuarts line, and again, I think he looks perfect. Now to compare him with some Figma, here he is with the Figma Kaiji-kun. Here he is with the Figma Lord Inosuke Hashimura. Here he is with the Figma Kento Nanami. And here he is with the Figma Nadeshiko-chan. And as you can see, again, I think he looks pretty much perfect. And finally, so you can see how he scales with a few more anime figure lines. Here he is with the amazing Yamaguchi Aizawa. The amazing Yamaguchi Todoroki. The Super Action Statue, Josuke Higashikata. And the Super Action Statue, Jonathan Joestar. Also, heads up, most likely, JoJo Super Action Statue reviews are going to be coming back very, very soon because I really want to buy some more. And now for the accessories. He does not come with a ton of accessories, but what you do get, I think is pretty cool. So he has some absolutely fantastic alternate faces. First off, you get this one of him kind of smiling, but it looks a little more of like an angry smile, so you could probably have him like looking down right here. It'd be pretty cool to use with like any, I don't know, if once we get the SH Figuarts Pain, you'll be able to have a lot of fun using this face right here. This is probably my favorite face that he comes with, the very goofy one. I'm not a little pervert, Naruto. I'm a big one. Very, very cool. I love this one looking down. Yeah, it is just great. I just love that mouth expression right there. It's just so Jiraiya. Another one that's really great is this winking run right here, looking down and winking. You'll be able to have a lot of fun with this and your kid Naruto. And lastly, this is actually probably my favorite, actually my second favorite, because that other one was my favorite. All of his faces are just so good, man. I'm sorry. But this one right here, the comedic one, this one is so great, and you can have so much fun with this. Obviously, combining it with your 2.0 Naruto figures with all of their goofy faces on. It's just awesome. I love this face. And to switch the faces, it's actually pretty darn cool. You just gotta come in here, come to the headband, pop off the fringe. The whole face and fringe comes off. Then you just disconnect this, and you can see how this works. There's like a T shape right here that you take your other face and you just wedge it in there, and it goes in nice and secure. You'll feel it kind of go in right there. Make sure you get it in properly though. And then just plug that back onto his face right there. Really, really nice and easy to do. And yeah, I really like it, man. Really well done on the alternate faces. For the alternate hands, of course, you get fists on in the packaging, but with the alternate hands, you get a pair of splayed out hands, a splayed out hand with the permanent marker on it, so when he's, so you can recreate when he's training Naruto to use summoning jutsu, and a hand with a Rasengan in it. To switch the hands, it's a little bit more of a chore on this figure than it is on most figure, but not a bad chore. You just pop off the hands right here, take whichever hand you want to put on. We'll give him a splayed out hand right here. Pop it on. It goes on really, really nicely, but there's one more step. Of course, you have those two slots right there because you have to take off this little armor section of the hand right here and plug it on to there. Really, really easy. It actually kind of satisfying to do. It kind of clicks in place with a nice snap right there. So really, really cool. And for the last accessories, you get two popsicles right here to use with your Kid Naruto, which is super, super fun. I will say that Kid Naruto does not have a hand that can actually grab these, so you just have to rest it in his gripping hand. That's all you can do. Just to show you right here, so you give him his gripping hand right here, and then you just gotta slide it in there right there. So it's not perfect, because obviously he's not holding it, but it does the job. And then you get this pair of hands right here for Jiraiya, so he can hold his popsicle. Pervy Sage! Hey, it wasn't me this time! And one more accessory that I almost forgot about is this right here. I think this is like one of his books, like in the process of being written. There we go, my camera cannot focus on this little thing, yeah. Right here, this is not my favorite accessory, but it's cool that it comes with it, so it's another option for display if you want to take advantage of it. And it just goes in the same exact hand as the popsicles, you just wedge it into the thumb right there. And the final accessory is this pair of alternate arms where his arms are crossed right here. Now, these actually come on him in the packaging, but of course, I have the regular arms on him right now, and I very much prefer the regular arms, and I will say, upon first switching these out, it was really difficult to get this arm to stay on. It kept popping off, so I am a little bit reluctant to do this, but for the sake of the review, I will go ahead and show you how these work. So you just want to pop the arms off right here, and you can see there's these big old pegs right here. So just come up here, pop the arm off right there, and then you just want to slot this in. Actually, what you can do, it's really easy. You just can tab them in the middle right here. Pop one arm onto this side, right there. They're kind of tight. There we go. And then the other arm onto this side, of course. And again, kind of tight. Just pop that on, and then just bring them into the center right here and latch them together. So yeah, not too bad. And there you have him right there with his arms crossed, looking really, really, really great, actually. Yeah, these are nice accessories. I just think that you do be cautious when you're switching them out, because like I said, when I first switched these out, this arm was really, really hard to get on there to the point that it stays on. I think the problem was that this piece right here comes off, and I think it was like not in the proper space, so it kept like wanting to push the arm off, but eventually I got it on there and it was able to stay on there. So yeah, but this is a nice option for display. And that is the final accessory. Let's jump into the final thoughts. Okay, I think it was just the first time, because this time I popped it back on and no problems. It's not one to pop off or anything. So I think you just have to break it in on the first time. Just break in the arm right there, not break the arm off. Actually, I totally just figured it out on this arm. You can see when I pop this in, that piece, it keeps wanting to shift up, but you got to pop it in right there. And you can see it's not all the way on. There's actually like a second click that you got to get on there. Get it all the way on. You can feel it click in place. And now it's actually on there. So it was actually just user error. So final thoughts on the SH Figuarts SDCC exclusive, the Great Sage of the Mount Miyamoku Toads, Jiraiya Sensei. I actually really like this figure, and I think you should get it. If you are a big fan of the character, or you just want a Jiraiya for your Naruto shelf, I really don't think you'll be disappointed in this. Now, you're definitely going to need to fix those legs right out of the packaging, get some kikis in there, tighten those up, also tighten up the knee joints right here. And he does have some problems, like the feet not being able to hold him up, but as I showed, you kind of rotate them out, and he'll be able to stand up a lot better. He is very back heavy, of course, so that's another problem as well. And then one other problem I will say as well that I did not mention in the actual review portion is that he does not have a peg hole on the back of him, so he cannot use a stand either. Now, I have been able to get him to just rest against a claw stand, to just have a claw stand open and have him resting against it, so that does work. But honestly, I think once I figured out that trick of rotating his feet out to make him stand better, honestly, I haven't really had the need to put him on a stand. I've had him for about a week now, and he's only fallen over one time, and yeah, it's honestly really nice. And I don't even think it really feels like that old of a figure. Like the way the faces switch out, the way the arms switch out, it's actually pretty darn smooth and pretty smart. You got some nice pliable plastic as well. I like how those pieces on the hands actually come off and you have to put them on the other one. Yeah, I honestly think the figure's really solid, and I don't think you'll be disappointed with it. So if you don't want to wait multiple years for us to get a 2.0 Jiraiya, go pick this up. I'm pretty sure it's still available. I recommend it. I'll give this a solid A tier. I really do think that this is a worthy figure to have in your collection. It's not 100% at the same level as the 2.0 figures, but it's not too far away either. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe give me a like and subscribe for some more SH Figuarts Naruto reviews in the future and other anime action figure reviews in the future as well. And with that being said, this is DK Guillotine, signing out.